All right. So you should have one question in your mind for sure, if you haven't already left a comment in the previous video of that. Well, Eddie, we started in the key of D, and you started this shape, the C shape, the one shape. Does that shape always have to be at the bottom? Does it have to go C, A, G, E, D in that order? The answer is no. You can take any shape you want and play it anywhere you want on the guitar. What would happen is that you'd be changing keys. You see? So let's take another shape. We have 5, right? Let's take, let's start with 5. Let's go, yeah. So in our exercises, we played in the key of D. So the 5th shape in the key of D is all the way up here, root on the 12th fret of the D string. But we don't have to play it in the key of D. Let's not play in the key of D. Let's just, fuck thinking about keys. I'm just going to take that shape, this root. I don't care. I'm just going to put it down here. I don't even know what this is. I kind of do, but and then let's just play the shape out the way that we would play it here. Oops. So that exact shape, I'm just going to blindly put my finger down here, and I'm going to play that same shape. Now, is this still in the key of D? No, it's not. In the key of D, the 5th shape is either open string D or all the way on the 12th. But my root is on fret number 2 on the D string. What is that? Oh, that's an E. So this means it's in the key of E. Okay. So we're in the key of E using shape number 5, using the D shape. Now I remember in the previous exercise, in the previous video, we talked about if you're in shape number 5 and you want to move up a couple frets to the next shape, what shape would be the next one on top of D? It goes back to C, right? So now I'm sorry, I know you can't really see it, but know that I'm going shape number 1. I'm doing the C shape with my root on the 5th string of the B string, but it's going to be the same shape. Which, remember, in the beginning 2 videos ago, the root was on the 5th string of the A string. So just take that and move it up 2 frets. Now you're playing in the key of E. And if you but see, we're in the neighborhood fret from 4 to 7. So if you wanted to play this scale, but down here, you would not use the C shape. You would use the D shape with the root fret number 2 on the D string. So you see, oops, root 7th fret of the A string. Now that root, I'm not going to play with a finger. I'm going to play it with my middle finger. Now we're going to do the shape of A. It's still in the key of E. Now let's go to G shape. Where's the root in the G shape? Well, the root is on the E string, and since we're in the key of E, where is an E on the E string? Well, it's on the 12th fret. So on the pinky. So what was that shape? Now middle finger. Oops. That's the E shape. Now the 5th shape would be fret number 14 on the D string. That would be the root. But now this is getting kind of uncomfortable. Oops. What the hell? And that's the same shape as... So this is everything that we've learned, but shifting keys. So when you start... So think of it like this way. In the key of E, or sorry, in the key of D, which is what we began, from beginning of the neck to the end of the neck, the shapes that you use begins with C, A, G, E, D. It spells cage. The key of D spells cage. But if you start in the key of E as an elephant, the first scale down here is not the C shape, but it's the D shape. So if you're playing in E, it would be D, C, A, G, E, D again, all the way up here. What about another key? What about the key of A? The key of A. What's that? Well, actually, I really don't know. Oh, this is the G shape. With the root on the 5th fret of the E string with your pinky. So remember, in the key of D, the G shape was all the way up here. But now since you're in the key of A, the G shape is down here more. So in the key of A, let's say it begins with G, and then it goes E, D, C, and then A all the way up here. You see, depending on what key you're in, the 5 major scale shapes change their order. They change their order. And so my suggestion to you is, take a day, take a week, let's say, and really just spend time, let's say, in the key of something. I don't know. Let's say you wanted to start off in the key of G. What's the scale shape in the key of G that would begin down here? Well, I see a root right here. So I know immediately that the E shape, which is the common shape, the one that you know, Mark. Okay? That's the E shape. But what about now? What comes after E? The D shape. So where is G on the D string? It would be right here, the 5th fret. And now what's the D shape? Do you remember the D shape? And you can always check to make sure you're in the right key by always going back and playing a G major chord. Since all the scales are in the same key, they're all going to resolve equally to the sound to that G. So if we start here on the 5th fret of the D string, so this is still in G. It's still resolved, so you know you're doing fine. Now, what's the next shape? After D goes back to C, right? So the root of C is on the A string. We're in the G string, or key of G. So G on A string is the 10th fret, and we're going to fret that with the pinky. It resolves. So this is going to be E to the D to the C, and then A into the G into the E again. So the key of G begins with the E shape and works its way all the way up to the E shape again. Okay? The wonderful thing about it is that these 5 shapes, they never change. They're 5 shapes, and they're 5 shapes. That's it. So you can just stick in one place on the guitar, C shape, A shape, G shape, E shape, D shape, and just learn and spend time with each shape. Learn them intimately. Know where the roots are, especially, because that's going to be very, 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 very important down the line. So these are the 5 shapes. They always unfold in the same order. The A goes to the G, goes to the E, goes to the D, goes to the C. Say the A is always after the C and before the G. The E is always after the G and before the D. Always. That never changes, okay? So this is going to be very important later on for soloing, for rhythm playing, and you'll understand that. There's a whole lot more to this, but from what we've gone over so far, again, picture in the description grids, one grid at a time, and just play it ad nauseam. It's already 10 fucking minutes. I'm gonna drink something. Quick 5-second break. Now there should be a few minutes left on the video. So we've gone over the 5 shapes. We've gone over a lot of stuff for you to chew on. But now I'm going to end this video by going over a fun exercise that I think will help you tremendously in memorizing these scale shapes, okay? Actually, I'll just put that in the next video. This is already 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. Practice, practice, practice. Again, picture in the description for the grids. Any questions you have, anything that was unclear, go ahead and leave a comment. I'll get back to you ASAP. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.